Today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day, and there is a special conversation with survivor Zahava Rendler happening February 19th at the historic Union Terminal. She is going to join us here in the studio in just a moment, but first we want to share this very powerful message from Zahava.
To the people of Cincinnati, I will never forget the way you welcomed me in 1963. I was a Jewish immigrant. You embraced me with open arms, but I must tell you that I am afraid for the future. I don't want my past to become the future of my grandchildren. I was a baby when the Nazis came for my family. I made it out alive. Millions of others did not. I will never be silent again for them, for you, for us. It's up to you to take this momentum and stand up to injustice. Be an upstander, because when we stand together, we can do incredible things. Our community cannot wait. The world cannot wait. So, I need to know, will you stand with me?
And joining us now is Jackie Congedo, the Chief Community Engagement and External Relations Officer at the Nancy and David Wolf Holocaust and Humanities Center, and Holocaust survivor Zahava Rendler. Good morning to you both.
Morning.
Thanks so much for being here. Now, Jackie, many of us have seen the billboards and campaign this year as we see cases of anti-Semitism cases on the rise. Now, tell us about why you're doing this now and what you want people to think and say when they see this information.
Yeah, so, we have this incredible privilege to share stories like Zahava's, and you'll hear more about that in a moment, to really inspire people. And this isn't just a message about the past, this is a message about the present. This is a message about how all of us have an obligation and a responsibility to stand up against anti-Semitism, against hatred, against intolerance, because we all have a lot at stake, a lot to lose if that goes unchecked. And so, we hope when people see the billboards, when they see, some of the commercials running, that they'll be inspired to think about their own place in the world and their own unique responsibility to stand up when they see or hear hateful things. Yeah. Because unfortunately, we know what can happen when hate goes unchecked.
Now, Zahava, you survived the Holocaust as a baby when your family was in hiding. Can you tell us about that?
Well, just hearing the word anti-Semitism evokes terrible memories for me. It is still a shock for me, just thinking about my parents giving me away, forcing themselves to give me away to a place, an orphanage, a convent, a Catholic convent, being Jewish, Orthodox, and go to that extreme. And I'm always thinking, what were they thinking at that time? I'm sure they were hopeful that I will survive. And my parents did it because they wanted to save me from the Nazis.
Zahava's story is featured in the museum. Jackie, can you tell us a little bit about the museum and why it's such a unique organization to have in Cincinnati?
Yeah, so, we have the benefit of again, having our home at Union Terminal, yes, where we have this connection to the history. And it's also really a front door, right, where we have people from all over our city and our region and even beyond coming through our doors, and we feel it's a great opportunity, as Zahava said, to educate. Not only, of course, do we welcome visitors through, but we serve as a center for education. So, you know, all the teachers who are out there watching, school district administrators and principals, we have an incredible education team that's waiting to help you with how to inject these lessons into what you're teaching. And, you know, how to build this from a place of character strengths as well, and what it is to be an upstander. You know, there's across different ages, there's different ways to teach about the lessons of this history in ways that are appropriate, and so we welcome educators to reach out. We're here to help you.
Zahava, you have been an educator for decades. How can education help prevent anti-Semitism into the future?
So, as being a teacher, I feel through education, we have to start to educate children from preschool, kindergarten, elementary school, high school, and the university. It is time, it is a call that something wrong is happening, and we have to work very, very hard to do everything in our power that only peace can be happening in our midst. I also think the United States is a very rich country, a respected country all over the world. And I think with all the materials that we can provide the school and choose talented teachers that can give this experience to young kids and olders too. Unfortunately, it is a time, a call to wake up, and it is now. We have to do everything in our power that we can to educate people that something can happen, because when we are together, we are much stronger and we can make a much safer and better place to live.
Well, you're hosting an event to celebrate the Nancy and David Wolf Holocaust and Humanities Center's move to Union Terminal and to commemorate International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Tell us a little bit about that event on February 19th and what we can expect.
Yeah, so I am so excited to be in conversation with Zahava and you know, helping to kind of explore her story and, you know, the treasure that we have in these stories, in people who witness this history, to help us inform our approaches today, help us calibrate about where we are today, what we should be doing. So we're going to have a conversation about the past and about what happened and lessons from that history, but also, again, what it can tell us about how we should move forward today and what we need to be looking out for, and how we can serve as the best of humanity today moving forward.
And if people are interested in attending, how do they register?
So they can visit our website, holocaustandhumanity.org, and you'll see right there a link to register. We would love to welcome you.
All righty. Thank you, Jackie and Zahava. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Zahava, and thanks for being here. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty.